What is going on, guys? Sumi here with Thoughtcast. Today, I'm going to talk about 4 major things that you need to do as a guy to attract women into your life. A lot of guys reach out to me and they ask me, how can I attract high quality women into my life? And, you got to understand that it's not just about attracting high quality women. It's attracting women in general. And women look for certain things that guys also look for in women, but women are more keen about certain mechanisms and certain characteristics of a guy. And here, I'm going to go over 4 major things that you need to know to attract women into your life. Now, one thing I want you to understand is when guys are looking for women, you cannot headhunt women. You have to understand that generalistically, when you meet somebody, they'll have a foundation of characteristics that may be good, that may be bad. And you want to pick someone that has good characteristics. They may not be doing everything that you want them to do. And the reality is, as they begin to build that emotional attachment towards you and you build it towards them, you build that chemistry, they'll start molding towards you as you will to them. See, the thing is, people are not made for you. They're not instantly designed to be 100% your person. You have to teach them certain things about what you like, and you learn certain things about them, about what they like. Together, you build a partnership, and the foundation of the good habits that they have are not something that you need to delete and erase, but more so add to and guide in a certain way towards what you want in your life. So it's about attracting women in general. I'll tell you, a lot of times, the women that guys end up marrying is not the woman that they initially would have thought they would have married. It's a girl that has generalistic characteristics. She's a good girl. She's loyal. And these guys have learned to teach her what they like in a relationship, so on and so forth. So it's about increasing the percentage chances that you get a woman interested in you. So these 4 tips are going to help you attract more women in your life. Now, I'm not going to go into how to retain women and really build that emotional chemistry. This is just for the initial interaction. So let's get into it. First and foremost, it comes down to hygiene and grooming. This is a major area that guys just overlook. And honestly, you will go up 2-3 points if you just have your hygiene and grooming in place. I cannot tell you how important this is, guys. So making sure that you're taking a shower, making sure that you have a skincare routine, making sure you're washing your face, clipping your toenails, making sure that your facial hair is taken care of. Honestly, guys, get a haircut. Get a haircut every 2 weeks, whatever it might be. Spend a little bit on your grooming. And a lot of guys are cheap about this. They're like, oh, I don't want to spend $50 on a haircut, $30 on a haircut, so on and so forth. Look, girls have to get their nails done. Girls have to get their hair done. Girls have to put makeup on. Girls have to do a lot of things to make themselves presentable to guys. All we have to do is get a good lineup and get a good haircut and take care of ourselves in basic methods. We have it really easy. We don't have to contour our face, put on blush, put on eyeliner. Like, none of that stuff is required for guys. A haircut will literally change your life. It'll make you into a new person. So get a haircut, take care of yourself, clean your body up. And this kind of overlaps with number 2, where I'm going to talk about smelling good. Look, it's so important to smell good. The olfactory bulb has such a strong connection to your neural network. And it's important to understand this because primitively, we learn to avoid certain foods because we have certain smell aversions that develop after we had a bad experience. So maybe you ate some chicken that was cooked bad sometimes. Maybe you had some sushi that made you feel sick. Your biology and your brain will then indicate that smell, whatever it was, will cause you to avoid that certain type of food. That's why people dislike certain types of food, because they had a bad experience when they were young. And a lot of the taste that you have in life comes from your smell. Your olfactory bulb really contributes a lot to the taste of the food. Smelling the food in itself and taking in the aroma really contributes to the neurological signals that you get and the stimulation that you get by eating something good. People don't necessarily realize this. It's not always your taste buds, it's your smell. So your smell is very important. And when you walk into the presence of somebody else, they need to recognize your aura and associate you with a certain smell marker. So my advice is to get some good cologne that's unique. Don't get the ones that are always out there in the market, like Dior Sauvage, like Acqua di Gio. Those ones are overplayed. A lot of guys have that. Get something unique. It doesn't necessarily need to be the best, just has to be unique so that someone associates you with the smell. Spray it on your wrist, spray it on your neck, spray it, certain areas of your lower back. I always like to do that because wherever you sweat outside of your armpits is where you want to really spray that cologne, because those are the areas where your body is generating a lot of heat. So you want to have that smell, because if you start really working out and stuff like that, you want that smell to really permeate and really create that aura around you. It's important to keep a moderate level of cologne on you at all times. And I'm super big on this. I'm one of those guys, if I catch a bad whiff of you and you smell bad, like, it's done deal. Also, make sure you keep Listerine on deck. Make sure that your breath is always fresh. If you're trying to attract women and you want to talk to her, you got to get close to her. And if she smells that you have good breath or you're chewing gum, look, it's going to be a lot better than you coming off with dragon's breath and it just smells terrible. A girl will instantly get turned off. I don't care how attractive a girl is. If she got bad breath or smells bad, it's it's gone. It's a no for me. Okay. Next, I'm going to talk about style. I think this is super important. A lot of guys neglect their style, and it's not hard to look good. It's not hard to style yourself in a positive way. Look, all you got to do is get some good pants that really fit your body. Make sure you go to a tailor. Make sure you know what you're looking for, and get some nice t-shirts that don't necessarily need to be designer. They can be very simple. The shirt I'm wearing right now is very, very nice. It's designer, but I don't normally wear shirts like this all the time. I have a few shirts like this that I have here and there, but at the end of the day, I'm wearing a lot of black. And for me, black is good because black is slimming, black is simple, and it goes with literally everything. And with the gold that I'm wearing, it helps me pop. Whatever your style of fashion is, have a unique blend and a unique style that is you. I'm very simple, and I like being simple. So let me give you some generalistic tips. If you're a darker individual like myself, it might be good for you to wear black clothes or olive green if you're wearing a lot of jewelry. But if you're not wearing a lot of jewelry, it might be good for you to wear a lot of color because it helps you complement your skin tone. If you're a lighter individual, Caucasian, you can go a lot of different ways. You can wear dark colors to really complement yourself. It depends on the jewelry that you're wearing, but you can also wear colors if you're matching them with heavier tones to complement your skin. See, style is a very unique thing, and it goes in and out of fashion. So I'm not necessarily the style coach here. One thing I know is that the simpler you are, the better you're going to appear. A lot of people try to go overboard with style and fashion, and it might catch a certain eye, but generalistically to the large volume of women, women don't want a guy that's completely bedazzled out. A woman wants a guy that looks safe, secure, and that knows what he's doing. Wearing a simple shirt, a polo, dress pants that aren't too brandy might actually get you a lot farther than wearing all these designer clothes. Honestly, when someone is designered out, I don't necessarily think that they're a very rich person. I think they're trying to flex. They try too hard. The real way to wear designer is to wear it very, inconspicuously, not necessarily showing it off. So that's just my 2 cents on it, guys. I'm not the fashion expert once again, but make sure that your style is on point. Next, I'm going to talk about your social status. This is probably the most important thing that people don't necessarily focus on. So we've got down hygiene and grooming. We've got down smell. Smell is its own category. I know that people want to lump it into hygiene, but you've got to smell good. You've got to put in the extra effort. And then it's about style, right? Which is my own personal opinion. Next, it is your social status. If you don't have proper social status and you're approaching a girl, you're going to get shot down immediately. Girl needs to understand that you have respect in the community and the area that you're in. So when you're walking into a club, when you're demonstrating who you are, you got to be coming in a way where your chest is up, your head is high, and you're not necessarily the peon of the group. What do I mean by this? Make sure when you're approaching somebody that you're demonstrating that you're a respected individual. If you really want to increase the chances of you attracting a woman, you're demonstrating high levels of social status. And what I mean by this is like you're in VIP, you're driving up with a nice car, you're wearing a watch that is more so significant. A Rolex doesn't tell time. A Rolex tells social status, and it brings luxury into the picture. A Rolls Royce is not a car that's designed to transport you from A to B. A Rolls Royce is designed to give you status and power. Now, for most of you out there, most of you don't have a Rolls Royce. Most of you don't have a Rolex. But there are certain things that you can do to allow yourself to have more social status. This is holding your head up high, chest out, making sure that you're with a good group of friends. Honestly, for women, a big thing that women do is they hang around other attractive women. Attractive women surround themselves with attractive women to allow themselves to have that group social status, to allow a man to be attracted towards a plethora of them rather than just one. And this is a very psychological thing that people do. When you're with a group of people that's attractive, that's laughing, that's smiling, that's moving around in a communicated and coordinated format, it promotes social status. When you're walking in front, it promotes social status. Also, when you're walking in the back, it promotes social status. So there are small cues that you can do socially to elevate yourself. And the big thing I'll tell you is, if you're trying to convey social status to a woman, you have to do so by speaking less and by demonstrating more. Your body language is very important. See, when you're talking to someone on the side and you're talking to them more so like this, and you're displacing them, it shows that you're not interested in this person. But when you're fully focused on them, it shows them that you're very intently there, especially if you're sitting down. But if you're kind of in a way where you're flux like this, it can demonstrate more power and authority. And you got to learn how to place these in the right situation at the right time. So I would definitely recommend you guys get with me one-on-one if you ever want tips when it comes to dating, relationships, or really attracting women in your life. That being said, these are 4 major areas that you need to really focus on and improve on in order to attract the initial connection with the woman. When you're walking by her in the bar and she sees you and she catches your eye, if you don't have your hygiene, your grooming on point, if you don't have that smell on point when you walk up to her, if you don't have your style on point so that she can see that you're wearing that nice leather jacket with that black tee, and if you don't have that social status where people are bumping into you and disrespecting you and you're, not necessarily carrying yourself appropriately, she's going to shoot you down immediately. That being said, guys, if you ever want to talk to me, click the link below to get some one-on-one time with me. And that being said, sue me out.